है? हाँ अभी
Ajlo ji Hanuman, Ajlo ji Hanuman, Ajlo ji Hanuman, Ajlo
सोमनाथ,
ji
this is for
Hanuman.
you. Closure.
Yes, Prabhuji, saying something?
This is for your closure.
Okay.
Yeah. Name is right? Okay. But none of them have a silver or a gold. Then, yeah, it might change today. Then keep it according to alphabetical order. That's all. Yeah. Mr. Ashok ji. Hey, Eknath. Ashok ji. Ashok ji.
Athlete to the line.
Cam 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our athlete.
Ashok. Ashok. Is it one of our... Is it...
हाँ सर, वो किसी का माइक ऑन है सर. हाँ, वो सर हल्का सा आ रहा है ना, माइक ऑन. मैं ऑफ करवाता हूँ.
PRC 1 frame. Very good morning, gentlemen. Gentlemen of the country of India. Yeah, we'll start now. I'll give you the lineup. Start lineup you have. Stand by. You have the first the event ID. Event ID. In 3, 2, 1. Cue commentary.
Morning and welcome to action on the fourth and final day of the 8th Asian Airgun Championships 2015, coming your way from Dr. Karni
change
Singh
to
Shooting
the
Range in
start
New
list,
Delhi.
please.
And this is the final of the 10-meter air pistol event for women in the youth category. Age groups of 15 to 18, dominated by the Indians in the fray. Nayani Bhardwaj there, Malaika Goyal, keep an eye out for her. This is a very talented young shooter in the lineup. Harshada Nithave as well, but keep your eyes on Malaika Goyal. She's the one to watch out for as far as India is concerned.
Ready BRC 1. Take BRC 1. Ready BRC 2. Take BRC 2. Ready BRC 3. Take BRC 3.
Keep an
Ready
eye out
BRC 4.
on
Hey, BRC 1
Malaika
and 2
because
change.
she's shot
BRC
a
4, take
374 in
BRC 4. Ready BRC
qualifying.
1.
Japan's Midori Uchida
Take BRC
also
1.
shooting a 374 in
BRC 2.
qualifying. Tough field
BRC 2.
because the Iranian
BRC 2.
Hania also shot a
BRC 3
374.
changed. BRC 3 changed the shot. Was it your first shot? Then change to the next one. We have to show everybody. Ready BRC 3. BRC 4 also changed.
Qualifying score by some of the shooters. We're looking at
Ready,
three
BRC
shooters
4.
tying for a 374.
Take
That included
BRC 4.
the Japanese Midori, Malaika of India and Hania of Iran. All three of them shot a 374.
Ready BRC
Harshada shot a 373, while the shooter from Chinese Taipei went on to shoot a 371. But this, of course, is the Japanese shooter, Midori Uchida. That's the way they're lining up, just getting off their practice shots in the initial
Oh, 10.6. Nice.
warm-up. Getting off at 10.6.
10.8,
Liu gets
Liu.
a 10.8.
Come on, India.
Remember, these are just the initial shots that they're rattling off at the moment. Just trying to get the sighters in. Now remember, Uchida Midori has just shot a 9.6. Participated in the Junior Cup in Germany in 2015 as well.
Organized by National Rifle Association of India.
Mohammadi, come on.
Goyal's the one to watch out for. Malaika Goyal, she's done India proud in the past as well. This young shooter has shown a lot of promise. A Commonwealth Games silver medalist at Glasgow 2014 for India, Malaika Goyal. Midori, of course, took part in the Junior Cup. In your picture frames at the moment, the shooter from Japan.
Each fired on command in a time of 50 seconds. Eliminations of the
That's
lowest
Liu
ranking
Zihua
begin
of Chinese
after
Taipei.
each shot.
So promising young field here of shooters.
And
As far as
after every two single shots. until the bronze
Liu
medal
was concerned. This is her
and
first
gold medal is
international competition. So some of the young shooters looking to
If
make
this
a
is the
mark
tie
here.
for the lowest ranking finalist to be eliminated, the tie finalist will fire additional time in single shots until the tie is broken.
Remember, this is the age category of shooters in the age group of 15 to 18. So you're looking at young, talented shooters who will be the stars of tomorrow for these countries. Malaika Goel, obviously, of course, already amongst the medals in the senior category. We talked about that earlier. How she'd won medal at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games in a tough field. Did Malaika. Got a silver there. So very promising young shooter and one to watch out for in the days to come.
No, it's not started yet.
Shooters just getting off their practice shots. Remember, the Iranian is also going to be quite a challenge. Rostamian. That's Hania Rostamian of Iran. Again, another seasoned campaigner despite a young age of just 17 years. That's the shooter from Chinese Taipei. Her first international competition. So she'll be keen to make a mark as well.
No, no.
She shot a 371 in qualifying, did this young shooter Liu. But this is another shooter to watch out for, Hania Rostamian of Iran. 374 in qualifying. That's the other Iranian in the fray. That's Laya Mohammadi in your picture frames. She's in lane number C. Not a very impressive score for her in qualifying. Got a 368. Did the other Iranian shooter. Just the final 30 seconds for these shooters. In fact, counting down, just about 15 seconds still remaining before you get the official introductions and the competition gets underway. In the meantime, this is just the practice time for the shooters, getting their shots off, aligning their sight, making sure that all is in order.
Hello. Please get on your Mr.
And now it's time for the official introductions, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, stand by. Official introduction 2. Get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, National Rifle Association of India welcomes you to the Dr. Karni Singh Shooting Ranges, New Delhi, India, for the 8th Asian Airgun Championship 2015. For the 8th Asian Airgun Championship 2015, in the 10 meters air pistol youth women event, for the finals on the firing point A, a 17 years old
Fire.
winning a silver medal in Asian Iran and a bronze medal in Kuwait. Representing Iran with her best scores 380,
Rank 10.
we welcome Haniye Rostamia.
Okay, out.
On the firing point B,
Ready 2.
a Junior Cup participant held at Germany in year 2015. With a best score 374, a 17 years old representing Japan, we welcome Uchida Midori.
Out. Ready 2. Take 2.
With the best scores of 374 on the firing point C, winning a second silver medal in Asian 2015. Representing Iran, a 15 years old, we welcome Laya Mohammadi.
Out. Ready 2. Take.
On the firing point D, securing a 7th position in Asian Airgun Championship held in 2014. Participant of the Junior Cup in Germany 2013 and securing a 12th position in 2012 in Asian Airgun with the best scores 380. A 17 years old representing India, we welcome Nayani Bharadwaj.
Okay. Out. Ready, 3.
On firing point E, a 16 years old with the best scores 371, experiencing her first international finals today, we welcome Yong Yu Jing,
Out.
representing Chinese Taipei.
Ready, 3.
On firing point
show your
F,
face,
we have a
lady, come on.
Commonwealth silver medalist held in
Yeah, fine.
Glasgow in year 2014 with her best scores 385. A 17 years old representing India, we welcome Malaika Goel.
Out.
On firing point
Ready,
G, representing Chinese Taipei with her best scores 371, experiencing her first international
Camera
finals
2
today,
From the jury, please.
we welcome Lu Zihua.
Out. Thanks, 2. Ready, 3. Take 3.
Playing her first
Fire.
international finals today on firing point G with her best scores 380, a 15 years old representing India, we welcome Harshada Nithave.
Out. Ready, camera 2.
The jury member in charge of these finals
Take 2.
is Mr. D.S. Chandel from India. The chief range officer for these finals is Mr. Syed Wajid Ali from India.
Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready, 4. Take 4. Cue commentary.
Quick round of introductions there for the shooters making this final in the 10-meter air pistol event for women in the youth category.
All the finalists will now shoot.
Give everybody 2.
Now remember,
Straight line.
the way it's going to work now is that all these 8 finalists end up shooting 2 series of 3 shots each,
C3.
and they need to be fired in a span of 150 seconds each, and then single shots from there on, and elimination beginning after 8 shots.
Ready, 2.
This really is going to be the competition between Malaika Goel of India and Hania Rostamian of Iran, the 2 pre-tournament favourites in this particular category.
Ready, BRC 3.
But we've seen many an upset over the last 3 days of this championship. Who knows what's going to happen now on the 4th and final day in this category. The first series to get underway in the final.
Camera 3.
3 shots in 150 seconds. Quick look at the grip from Malaika Goel, Commonwealth Games silver medalist at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games just last year. Who's the first off the block? Uchida gets an 8.7, Liu an 8.8, 9.9 from Rostamian. Bharadwaj gets a 10.2. Goel still not getting her first shot off. Gets a 10.1. Strong
Okay.
start from her. Nithave's got a
Ready,
10.1 as
BRC3.
well. So the 3 Indians in the final shooting
Okay.
low 10s.
Ready, BRC 3. Take BRC
Strong
3.
start
Fire.
from them. Remember, the first shot is more like the sighter shot, lining yourself up for the bigger challenges ahead. 10.7 from Bharadwaj. That's good from Nayani Bharadwaj. 9.8 from Huang. Poor 8.9 from Rostamian.
Okay.
Goel again taking her time.
Frame. Ready, BRC 2. Put it.
This is Nayani Bharadwaj. Good first series from her so far. Lining up for now her 3rd shot. Still a lot of time left on the clock. A minute and 10 seconds still left. 8.2 from Goel. That's a disappointing 2nd shot from her. 8.9 from Rostamian. If that's any consolation for the Indian, the Iranian hasn't shot well as well. Nayani's 3rd shot is a poor
Nivedi, India. Where
8.9
is
as well.
Nivedi?
Nithave's
leading.
done well. She's done a
She's leading.
10.5 in her third shot.
Nivete.
So that's well done by this young
Nithave.
girl, Harshada Nithave.
Other
Harshada
Indian girl.
Nithave has done excellently so far.
Where
She's
is
in
she?
fact in the lead.
Ready,
And this,
BRC
remember,
4.
is her
Take
first
BRC 4, put.
international final that she's made it to.
Put the side score also.
Strong start by her. So she's in the lead is Harshada Nithave in her first ever final of an international competition. She's done well in the first series. And you've got two Indians right up there. Nayani
the
Bhardwaj in
score.
second, just 0.3 behind.
Ah,
And Laya Mohammadi is in third. So the Iranian is in
okay,
fact
loose
in
and put
third.
it. Loose and put it. Put it. The rankings after 3
That was a
shots.
disappointing last shot from Malaika Goel at 8.5 that she shot on a third shot has pushed her down to 7th. So the pre-tournament favourite and Commonwealth Games silver medalist Malaika Goel is in 7th
Out.
after the first series.
Ready, BRC 4. Take BRC 4.
But this young girl's done very well, Harshada Nithave, in that first series. Can she continue in similar fashion? Bhardwaj shoots a 9, 9.7 for
9.7.
Nithave, that's good. 10.2 from Huang, so she's picking up the pace.
10.7
10.4 from Rostamia, while Liu's got a 10.7, the shooter from Chinese Taipei. Uchida's off the mark with an 8.4. Another poor 8.9 from Malaika Goel.
Yeah. We are
And she
just
needs to
trying
get her
find
act
out.
together. 9.9 of a second shot
She
in
won
the second
BRC
series
4?
from Liu.
See the one?
It's
BRC
good
4.
from the
Okay,
shooter
put it.
from Chinese Taipei.
Yeah.
Liu Zihua of Chinese Taipei. Second shot was a 9.9, a high 9. But she's been consistent so far. Nithave gets a 10.1 in the meantime. Is that going to be enough for her? She needs another 10 plus score to hold on to that lead because it's getting tight at the top with the Iranian Laya Mohammadi catching up, just 0.5 behind. Rostamia in the meantime shot a 10.6. 10. That's a 9.7 from Liu.
7.7.
Oh dear. Harshada has shot a
Nithave.
7.7 there. So
Ready,
that is going to
BRC1?
cost her the lead.
BRC 1.
She's in fact dropped down to 4th now. Shooter from Japan needs to pick up
Ready, BRC 2.
her performance as well. Tad inconsistent, but
Mohammadi.
Laya Mohammadi
Yeah.
from Iran, she's done
Put it.
exceedingly well. Currently in the lead. In fact, you look at what she gets on her third shot.
10.5. Mohammadi.
Well, Mohammadi's got a 10.5 and that's a good third shot in that series. 7.7
Okay,
from
6
Harshada
over. We
Nithave,
have
really
the
costing her
consolidated
the last two
list.
shots. So Leah Ahmadi of Iran is currently in the lead, is Laya Mohammadi. She's just 15 years old, remember, this shooter from Iran. And she's currently moved into the top spot with a score of 59.4. A clear 1 point ahead from her compatriot,
Yeah.
Hania Rostamian, who's in second. And the Indian shooters have fallen
Okay.
off
Loose
the
team,
pace. There.
bottom
Goel's
super.
in 7th.
Ready,
And
BRC
Bhardwaj
1.
slipped
Put
down
the
to
second
6th.
one. Rastamia.
Nithave slipped down to
Third
4th
is
after
Yua.
leading. That's
Yua.
Rostamian, the other Iranian shooter. She's in second. Now a
Use
series
the
of
bottom super.
single shots to be fired within 50
Okay,
seconds.
Put this girl also.
Shooters getting off their shots.
Better. Forget it.
Mohammadi shoots a 10.4. Goel shoots a 9.2. Oh dear. So Harshada stays in 4th.
BRC 2. BRC 2.
That's the way it is. Goel still languishing in 7th. Are we going to see a little upset here early on in this competition? The Japanese shooter,
Yeah.
Uchida, is
Wait.
last with a score of
Mohammadi.
53.
Wow.
There is still one more shot to fire before you get into the elimination. We've seen 7 shots fired so far in
Ready,
this
BRC
20-shot
one.
final.
Take BRC 1.
And a 2.7 point
She's the last
cushion
one, Uchida.
for Goel
Uchida,
over
Uchida,
Uchida, who
eighth.
is currently
It's the last
8th.
one.
Remember, 2.7 points behind Malaika Goel.
Put it.
So the odds stacked against the Japanese shooter. What can she come up with now in this single shot? Bhardwaj shoots a 8.5, 9.9 for Rostamian. Liu gets a 10.6, that's a good shot. Pressure on Uchida, she gets an
Mohammadi
8.6. The
is
pressure's
plus one,
telling.
yeah.
10.7 from Malaika Goel, that's good. Mohammadi gets a 10.2. So 3 shooters shooting over 10. Couple of them shooting high 10s. Huang waiting on that shot, gets a 9.6. So 8 shots
ready,
fired,
BRC2.
and that will be the
This is
end of the
Mohammadi,
road
right?
for Uchida Midori. But that's,
This
of course, the
Mohammadi, no?
leader, Laya Mohammadi of Iran. She's just 15 years old, remember.
Uchida, one more shot is there,
She's
no?
done well.
Okay, gone. Okay, ready, BRC1, take BRC1, put a score.
So that's the end of the road for Uchida Midori,
Okay,
Japanese shooter. A score of 71.2 for
The
the
scores, please.
shooter. She's the first one to be eliminated in this final.
Lose this. Okay, put it.
She's earlier contested in the Junior Cup that was held in Germany earlier this year. But this is as far as her journey goes in this final. Nayani Bhardwaj has slipped down to 7th with a high 10.7 of the last shot. Malaika Goel has moved up to 6th.
Out. Ready, BRC2, take BRC2, put Mohammadi.
Mohammadi though in the lead.
Yeah.
Rostamia gets a 10.2. That's a good shot off early. Mohammadi still holding back, gets a 9. Goel gets a 10.1. That's a good shot in. 10.2 from Rostamian, the highest in this series. What does that do to the standings?
Ready,
Harshada, in fact, has moved up to 4th now. But there's pressure on Bhardwaj and Goel. But she's still the leader, Laya Mohammadi of Iran, the 15-year-old.
Okay, out. Ready, BRC1, take BRC1, the other Iranian girl.
In fact,
Yeah.
that's the other Iranian in the fray, Rostamian.
Put the side
This
score
is
also.
the competition that's being dominated by these 2 Iranian shooters. They're
Lose
1
the-
and 2 currently.
Lose the bottom score. Put it. UG. No.
How's the shooter from Chinese Taipei going to do? Liu Zihua. Rostamian gets a 10.6 off early, with a lot of time still left on the clock. Bhardwaj feeling the pressure, shoots a 9.5. Nithavi gets a 10.3.
10.1.
Goel gets a
Goel.
10.1. Is that going to be enough to keep her in the hunt?
2 give me next. No problem. Next I'll take
Yes,
the clock.
she's leapfrogged over Nayani Bhardwaj.
Okay, who is going out? Who's going out? Bharadwaj is going out. Where is Bharadwaj?
So that's the end of the road for Nayani Bhardwaj as well. A total of 93.6 for the Indian shooter.
Bharadwaj is going out.
But that's going to be the end of the road for her after 10
Out,
shots.
eliminated,
That's
please.
the second elimination that's happened. And that's the format, the new format that you follow in the finals. That makes it so much more intriguing, so much more exciting. Currently in the lead, it's Hania Rostamian. She's leapfrogged over Laya Mohammadi, and the difference is just 0.1. So that's as close as it gets for the battle for gold. Good thing for India is that Harshada Nithave has managed to creep back into the top 3. She's got a score of 97, 2.1
BRC
behind
4.
the leader,
Take BRC4.
but still
put
pretty much
Arshida.
in line for a
Third.
podium finish. The next 10 shots are going to decide her fate.
And it's not focused also.
Feeling the pressure, she's still not got a shot in. She does get in. The shot now gets a 10.2. Does Harshada Nithave an 8.1 from Malaika Goel. That's going to be disappointment. Mohammad is shooting beautifully, getting a 10.5.
BRC2. Take BRC2. Yeah. The side score also.
Now Laya Mohammadi has moved into the lead again thanks to that shot of 10.5. But the problem is for India that Malaika Goel shot a poor 8.1. And that will mean that she is still languishing
out.
in 6th. Behind Liu Zihua of Chinese Taipei. And what's the difference between the two? Just 0.9. This next shot is going to determine whether Malaika stays on and also whether Hania can regain the lead. She's 1.4 behind Mohammadi, is Hania Rostamian. Gets a 10.4 in. Gets the shot off early to relieve the pressure. 10.3 for Nithawe, that's good. 9.7 from Huang.
Goel
10
gets
from
a
Goel. 9.7 from Liu. And I don't think that 10 is going to be enough to keep Goel in the final.
Goel is in three,
Mohammadi
is it?
is still
Oh, we are
waiting
waiting
to
for
get her
Mohammadi
shot
to
off.
finish. Let's
15
see,
seconds
finish.
left on the clock. Counting down.
Oh,
Gets a
nine.
9, does Mohammadi.
Okay,
She's
ready?
feeling the
BRC3
pressure,
is
the
Goel,
Iranian.
right? Okay,
But I
put
think that
Goel.
shot might cost her the lead. But this will be the end of the road for the Commonwealth Games
Well,
silver
somebody will
medalist
be out.
of 2014, Malaika
Okay.
Goel.
Okay.
That's a big upset.
Ready to okay. Put eliminated. Now the score.
But that's a big upset indeed,
Ready for, okay, put it.
because she was 0.6 behind Liu Zihua of Chinese Taipei, who stays on in the final. But two Indian shooters have already been eliminated. Malaika Goel, the biggest upset. Nayani Bhardwaj was the second shooter to be eliminated earlier. But Harshada Nithawe holding on to that third position.
Out. Ready BRC. Ready BRC 4.
8
not
shots
focused.
left to
Perfectly,
decide
it's
the
not
gold medal
focused.
in this
The focus is
competition.
not on the face, it is on the background.
The lone Indian in the
Now
fray,
it is on the face.
Harshada Nithawe. Rostamian gets a 10.7. That's a good shot in from the Iranian. She's showing her experience.
Rostamian,
Nithawe gets a
BRC
poor
one.
8.8. A 9.9 for Mohammadi.
Okay.
So just Rostamian shooting a high 10.
Ready BRC 1.
Just consolidating her lead. She's got the experience, remember.
Out. Ready BRC.
She's already a silver medal winner at the Asian Championships is Rostamian.
Nithawe is
Laya
still in
Mohammadi,
third
she's just
position.
15 years
Nithawe is
old.
still in third
This
position.
young girl is feeling the pressure
Ready
of a
BRC
big
4.
final.
Put it.
But that poor shot of 8.8 from Nithawe,
Who's getting
still
eliminated?
in third, but now the difference that she had between Liu has reduced. Got 126.3. The next shot. After this shot, we'll see the next round of elimination. Another shooter going out. And it could be a toss-up between the two Chinese Taipei shooters, Huang and Liu.
I want to see the rifle in full.
Harshada in the meantime, focusing. Gets a 10.3. That's a good shot from Nithawe. Huang gets a 9.8. Liu gets a 9.5. 8.7 from Rostamiana. That's the
Mohammadi
shocker
gets a 10.
of this series. Mohammadi gets a 10.
Ready BRC 2.
And how does that affect the lead?
BRC
Mohammadi
two? No,
moves
this
back
girl.
into the lead. That's a good shot
Mohammadi.
in for 10. A 1.3 difference in that previous shot between Rostamian and
Who's
her.
getting eliminated?
And she's in the lead now. A difference of 0.5 ahead of Rostamian. But the problems here. There's going to be a shoot-off
Okay, give me
between
both
the
the
two
Taipei.
shooters
Out.
from Chinese
Ready,
Taipei.
BRC3.
Both of them
Take
on
BRC3.
133.2. That's Huang and Liu.
Ready BRC 4.
So Huang and Liu have a shoot-off now. A single shot to determine which one of these two stays on in the final.
Put the side score quickly.
Look at the scores there. 133.2 for each of these two shooters.
Ready BRC 3. Take BRC 3. She's crying.
Well, she's feeling the pressure, isn't she? Clearly there. Huang is just 16 years old in her first international event.
Ready BRC 4.
So short on
Take BRC 4.
big final
She's
experience, both these Chinese Taipei shooters. .2 for Liu, and that will mean that she will stay on in this.
Oh,
Oh,
7
10.3 in the meantime.
Ready
Ah,
BRC
wait,
3.
let's see
Why
what's
did
going
you
to
zoom in?
transpire here. Just get a feeling here that Liu, with that shot, is going to stay on.
Why did you suddenly zoom in? Put a score, no?
But that is going to be the end of the road for Wang. That's the end of the road for Wang Yujing. Again, the young shooters, remember, she's just 16 years old in her first international competition.
Four, put it.
Goes off after that shoot-off. But look at the difference that Laya Mohammadi has built up now. It's a difference of just 0.5, not much to choose between her and her compatriot Hania Rostamian, the two Iranian shooters, well ahead of
Out.
Harshada
Ready
Nithave.
BRC1. Take BRC1. Ready BRC2. Take BRC2. Ready BRC3. Take BRC3. Ready BRC4. Take BRC4.
Just 4 left in the fray now. Liu gets a 9.9, 10.5 for Nithave. That should be good enough to keep her
Okay, ready BRC4.
in the podium finish sequence of things.
Mohammadi
Mohammadi gets a 9.1,
9.1.
but the best
Okay,
shot, of
ready
course, was
BRC4.
from the Indian,
Okay, put
Nithave.
it.
That
the side
will
score.
help her bridge the gap. In fact, it's going to help her move into second spot. That's a very
The
good
side score
shot
also.
of 10.5 from her. And she's moved into second spot now, just behind Laya Mohammadi. A difference of 0.4. So into the business end of this competition, Harshada Nithave is raising her game.
After this, there will be the elimination. Out. Bottom score out. Ready BRC2.
Liu
BRC2.
is going to be the one under pressure. Laya Mohammadi feeling
No,
her
no,
lead
good.
under pressure from the Indian as well. This young 15-year-old in your
Take
picture frames.
BRC3.
This is Liu. And a crucial shot for her. She gets a 9.1.
Nithave
8.8 from Nithave. 10.4 from
Mohammadi.
Mohammadi and a 9.9 from
Ready
Rostamian.
BRC3.
That is going to see a
BRC3.
change in the top 3 as well. Mohammadi
the
stays
score,
on in the
please.
lead. Rostamian moves into second. Nithave falls back to third. But that is the end of the road for Liu.
Camera 2. Ready 2. Take 2. Okay, put eliminated. Okay.
Missing out
Ready
on
on
a
the
possible
scores?
medal. The shooter from Chinese Taipei, she's just 17 years old. Again, in her first international competition. So she's done well to make it this far. Now it's the top 3 left. Laya Mohammadi in the lead. But that shot of 8.8 costing Harshada
Loose.
Nithave that second
Ready.
spot. She slipped down to
Take 2.
third.
Ready.
And now
Cam 3.
the road looks really difficult from here on. Can Laya
Take
Mohammadi
3.
hold her nerve? What can Harshada come up with as well? The crowd clapping in anticipation, trying to cheer on the Indian shooter.
9.2.
9.2 is what she
10
shot. 10 for Rostamian. Mohammadi gets a 9.4.
4. Okay. Ready BRC1. Take
Well,
BRC1.
well.
Put the Rastamia.
This order of standings remains the same after that
Will be
shot.
the bronze medal.
But
Okay, ready BRC2 loose.
Hania Rostamian is still in second, just 0.5 behind Laya Mohammadi. But a difference of 1.7.
Out.
Laya
Ready
still in the
BRC4.
lead, but a 1.7 difference for Harshada Nithave and Rostamian. So she's feeling the pressure now. Can she get in a high 10? That's what she needs here. Or will it be a bridge too far?
Yeah, put it.
Remember, the difference is 1.7 between her and Rostamian's score. So she needs to shoot a high 10 and hope that Rostamian just gets a 9 or under
still
9.
there is space. Why are you centering it? Keep now.
9.7 for Rostamian, for 9.6 for Rostamian, 9.7 for Nithave, and a 9.4 for Mohammadi.
Okay.
That's not going to be
Indian
good
will be
enough
out. Ready
for
BRC4.
the
Put a
Indian.
score.
Harshada Nithave with that 9.7. We'll have to settle for a bronze medal now.
Stand up. Bronze medal loose. Ready camera 2.
We have the bronze medalist representing India, Nithave Harshada.
Ready camera 3. Ready 2. Take 2 for the bronze medal.
Sonny Thomas and other officials from the NRAI looking on. It's a bronze for Harshada Nithave, this young Indian. She's just 15 years old. Again, the first international event for her. So she should be happy with her performance. In her first international event, she has managed to clinch bronze. But now it's between the two Iranians, Laya Mohammadi and Hania Rostamian. Which one of those two is going to be taking
Okay,
gold
out.
here? The next 2 shots will
Ready
determine
BRC1.
that.
Ready BRC2. Take BRC2.
9.7 for Rostamian. Mohammadi taking her time, gets an 8.8.
Oh,
That's good to
ready.
see a change
Ready,
in the
BRC2.
leaderboard.
Takkan
Oh, she
varum
knows
there.
she's messed that
And
shot
go
up.
and come.
Oh dear. And that puts her behind
Yeah, put it.
Rostamian.
Okay, put the side score.
The difference before that shot was 0.3 between Rostamian and Mohammadi. Now, with that
Use the bottom
8.8 that
super.
Mohammadi shot, she's slipped down to second, 0.6
Yeah.
behind the leader. Rostamian, the experienced Hania Rostamian in the junior circuit. Remember, she's got a silver in the Asian Championships and a bronze in the team event in Kuwait. So she's been there in the big match competition.
Out.
17 years
Camera
old,
3.
has the international experience.
Take camera 3.
And now this shot will determine
Yeah.
which one of these two Iranian shooters clinches gold.
Lose the side super. 9.5.
9.5 for Rostamian. Mohammadi feeling the pressure, and that's going to mount with each passing second. She gets a 9.9.
Who has got the way?
Oh dear, that was close but not close enough. Rostamian will hold on to the lead.
Ready, BRC1. Take BRC1. Ready, BRC1. Take BRC1. There it
And
is.
she is the gold medalist here in the women's 10-meter air pistol event for youth.
Camera 2, follow this.
Hania Rostamian, the gold medalist. Oh, she's going to be very proud of her achievement here.
Out. Ready, camera 3. Take camera 3.
Shooting
Put this silver medal.
195.6 in the final. It's a
Follow,
good
follow.
gesture from La Mohammadi, the silver medalist, acknowledging the
stay with her.
competition she
Out.
got from her competitors. But that's a good, strong showing from the young 15-year-old. She should be happy with the silver
Ready,
that
cam
she's
2.
got here.
Take cam 2. Okay, put.
That's
Bronze.
the bronze medalist from India, Harshada Nithave. Again, her first international event, so good exposure for these youngsters. Feeling the pressure, also
Ready,
having
camera
to
3.
deal with the crowd expectations, the
Take camera
applause,
3.
the distractions that come with shooting
Here are the
in a final.
scores.
And let's take a quick look at the final scores that will come up on your picture frames in just a moment. The two Iranians coming up with a 1-2 finish. Hania Rostamian clinching the gold here at the 8th Asian Airgun Championships 2015 in the youth event in the women's 10-meter air pistol event,
presentation?
while Laia Mohammadi having to settle for silver. A close
45.
contest, just 0.2 the difference between these two young women shooters.
Loose,
Harshada
ready,
Nithave
3.
of India settling for bronze.
Take 3.
Definitely a proud moment for these youngsters when you've got two 15-year-olds in that medal standing on podium, a 17-year-old there. Just tells you that shooting is in safe hands as far as the next generation of young shooters coming through the ranks are concerned.
Okay, that's it,
Hello,
gentlemen.
check. Hello, check, test. Hello.
11:45 is the presentation.
Mic, test.
यार देखना एक मिनट हेलो चेक 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 हेलो 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 ठीक है
नेक्स्ट टैली में देखो जो भी लीड में है तो एटलीस्ट 2 कंट्री का तो डाल के 3 कंट्री का डाल के रख दो, अगर एक चेंज करना हो तो चेंज कर सकते हो।
वो तो कभी पहले देंगे सर। इसको भी ऐड कर दिया है, ये जो भी गोल्ड सिल्वर हुआ है ना।
हाँ, ये भी
इसको भी ऐड कर
टैली में ऐड हो गया। See, this is not a inbuilt 4x3, so we have put the external thing. And from the glass to the picture, there is this much gap. So if you see from here, you see, you're seeing through it. So that is why